For those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac, in year 2023 is going to be your comeback year. Stay tuned to find out how. Before we get started, let us take a glimpse back to the year 2022 where the Dragon Zodiac didn't have much auspicious star. As a matter of fact, you are affected by some of these negative stars. First of all is the funeral door together with the earth funeral. These two stars basically denotes there could be a lot of sad events happening around you. It could be someone just fall sick, fall ill, and worse, it could be some funeral events is happening around you. So having that said, it will actually make you drain and feel you can't do anything about it but to actually indirectly mourning internally, so which is also activating the sky cry star. So the sky cry talk about mourning, talk about your feeling sad, just want to cry your heart out. And next is the leopard tail. Leopard tail basically means that you could easily offend other people. Well, when you are being in a very sad conditions, such a, surrounded by all this negative news, well, it could be making you feeling that you can't think logically, rationally, so which could cause you to affect or offend other people. Okay, next is the moon sharp. Well, the moon sharp basically brings you the self-enlightenment, help you to discover the other side of the life lesson despite being surrounded by all these sad events, all these sad situations happening around you. The moon sharp actually help you to gain the insights, the knowledge, the philosophical side of life, and how you could be the supporting pillar to other people, especially during this pandemic or this kind of situations where a lot of people need emotional support. And last is the separating edge. Well, the separating edge basically denotes you could be being boycotted, you're being positioned in a disadvantaged kind of environment or positions where you don't have access to all your past resources, and it will force you to actually find your way to communicate with other people from other areas in your life. So this will also cause you some miscommunications because you lack of all the resources, and when you are drained with so much emotional, well, basically this is quite normal because it's part of the negative influence. But having the moon sharp, hopefully you are able to gain the spiritual or philosophical study of life, the human being. Everyone born and will die somehow, and it's about us how to aware the life lesson we are given. So that's all for the year 2022. How about for those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac? How will you fare well in the year 2023? So first of all, you are supported by the Sun Nobleman star. Well, the Sun Nobleman star basically, it brings because the sun is very yang. Yang also means it could be someone who is older than you, could be more masculine, could be male. So basically with the Sun Nobleman star, the sun exudes infinite amount of energy which can inspire you, assist you, and also help you to diminish most of the negative stuff. So having such a wonderful kind of nobleman coming into your life, it's time for you to be willing to ask for help, because in this year 2023, you do have to craft out a proper plan, ask guideline, ask for guidance, ask for mentorship if possible, to help you to craft your path, have a very clear goal. How are you going to execute and reach your ultimate destination for the year 2023? And next is the pulling saddle. Well, pulling saddle basically means it's just like a turbocharge. Just imagine when you just hop onto a horse and then you just tap on it, and then eventually the horse will just run all the way out. So basically the pulling saddle is just like a turbo boost, in a car. So imagine that once you have a very clear goal, you will accelerate all your way out to your ultimate destinations. So having this said, that comes with the negative side. For example, if you have no plan and you just simply hit the accelerator and you just launch yourself to somewhere, well, you could be reaching yourself in nowhere. So make sure you have a very clear plan. It could be short-term goal or long-term goal. At least you break all your plan into small digestible or small executable phase by phase of development. Okay, this would help you to reach one spot to the other spot. Okay. And despite these two auspicious stars, there are some negative stars such as the sixth harm. Well, the sixth harm basically means that there could be some unmet expectations. There could be some emotional. You may feel that whatever you've done, whatever you have contributed, somehow people just betray you, and this will actually cause you to be hot-headed, impatient, and act hastily without thinking rationally. So this is just a negative emotion feeling of how you may be feeling reactive. Okay, just be aware about it and just get mentorship. It will help you to dissipate this kind of negative influence. Next is the sky emptiness. Well, the sky emptiness basically is what we call the NATO style, which is meaning no action, talk only. What this means to you is basically you keep boasting your ideas, keep telling people what are you going to do for the year, and eventually you do nothing about it. So this could actually come with some pitfall if you don't know how to focus more on the execution and keep boasting your ideas. So this could be your pitfall for the year 2023. So make sure focus on your execution and plan, show people with your results. Next is the bad chi. Well, bad chi just basically some lethargic. You just wanted to complain and release your negative emotions. It's just basically you wanted to criticize and just detox all the negative influence that you have installed in your mind. Just complaining is just normal, but the most important is what you still can do. Focus on your plan and make sure things happen. And lastly, there are some minor little star, which is what we call the yin sha. Basically, it's just telling you not to offend female, not to offend feminine people. So make sure you are having a very clear mind. Focus on walk your talk and promise whatever that you want to achieve for your own self, so that you are able to deliver it for your own self. Okay, so that's all for those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac, the forecast in terms of the sun chart. Next, you may have up to 4 different zodiac in your Bazi chart. So first of all, let's take a glimpse into the Bazi chart. You may have the dragon could appear in different pillar of yours. So first of all, if you are born in the year of dragon, so the year basically denotes the external part of your life. It could be your network, your peers, your friends, your market, your industry. So having the dragon in the year means that your market people around you are more driven this year, and they are receiving a lot of resources. They could go for mentorship, go for life coaching to help them to craft a better plan, so they can have a very clear mind to execute and reach their ultimate goal this year. So having that said, when you are surrounded with group of people so aggressive, so passionate, it's time for you to tap into this kind of network to build your momentum, to feel the momentum, how you can also build your path and reach your ultimate destinations as well. And also for those who may consider to seek for a mentor or seek for some life coach to help you to get yourself work out mentally or emotionally, well, this is also the best year for you, because you may have potential to meet the sun nobleman who can help you to shine your heart out this year. And next, for those who are born in the month of dragon, well, you may have, because the month governs your career, your business, the things that you do in generating your wealth. It also means your capability, and in relationship wise, it could denote your parents. Okay, having the sun nobleman, it could mean that somehow in this year, you may easily find helpful noblemen from your career. They could be your boss, your superior, or could be from your colleagues. So overall, you may have opportunity to build up new momentum. And by the way, what we call the pulling saddle also means that you may have opportunity to travel, to venture out into new place, to gain new knowledge, and perhaps it's time for you to tap into new marketplace to explore new potential. So having the pulling saddle together with the sun star in your career is pretty much auspicious. And next, if you are born with the dragon in your day pillar, well, the day pillar basically denotes either your personal life, your personal growth, or your relationship matter, especially if you have girlfriend, boyfriend, your spouse. Basically, it means the things that close to you, okay? So having the sun nobleman in your day pillar, it could mean that you may easily find helpful noblemen from your spouse, or you can receive help from someone who is very close to you. Could be your brother, your sister. And this group of people could bring this helpful nobleman to help you to gain new insights, new wisdom, new enlightenment. And with this kind of ability together with the pulling saddle, It will mean that this year you wanted to roam out, you wanted to explore new environment, you wanted to shift how you live your lifestyle. So having this kind of boost in your personal life, I would advise you to actually take this opportunity to learn how to grow your personal relationship, and also how you can connect yourself in terms of what we call the more spiritual enlightenment kind of pursuit, to help you to gain more insights. Because last year you have been experiencing a lot of negative emotion. This is the best year for you to turn all this negative experience into enlightenment to help and support other people. And last, for those who are born in the Hour of Dragon, well, the Hour pillar governs your investment, your children, your subordinates, perhaps even your students, people who are under your care. And the Hour pillar also denotes your aspirations, your dream, your ultimate goal. So having the dragon in your Hour pillar, it means that this year you somehow feel you want to kickstart some ideas that you have been buried since year 2022. It's time for you to dig it out and start to implement how you can actually get it done. And you can easily find help or assistance or noblemen from your peers, perhaps from your students. So people who are under your care, somehow this year they will be able to find you the nobleman, where it's going to help you to see your life in a whole new perspective. So overall, the forecast for those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac. And next, I have compiled the what we call the simplified version of all these positive boosts. So as you can see, this is your comeback year to thrive, attract helpful nobleman and powerful person, plan your ultimate goal with breakdown into actionable steps, and also turbo boost and accelerate your goal all the way. It's time to put an end to all your negative energy, because you already have the magnanimous support from the Sun Nobleman. So make sure it's time for you to clear up all this negative energy. And next, becoming the nobleman to other people to boost your own spirit. Well, being the nobleman to help other people is quite recharging for everyone, because being a consultant myself, I experienced this myself, becoming the nobleman to help other people. Somehow the more I help other people, the more positive charge I am. So hopefully you can install this kind of mindset to help you yourself to coach and help other people. And lastly, more travel and movement. It's time to go out and explore. Having the pulling saddle, it also means that you may have places that you wanted to explore. You may have things that you wanted to fact-finding yourself. So this is the good year for you. And next is the pullback factor. Treat the pullback factor just like a brake of a car. Somehow you just have to slow down on certain occasions just to avoid some hindrance. So here are some of the things that you have to be aware. First of all, is the emotional harming yourself, which leads you to reckless and impatient. Showing off too much would cause you your opportunity wasted. The worst thing is that you keep boasting, telling people what your idea is, and eventually other people took it and launched it, and that's where it's going to cause you to have more issue. And next, being misunderstood and lethargic over gossip or all these rumors. Well, they're bound to a lot of people talking behind you, but nevertheless, they are constantly behind you. So make sure you are moving ahead, okay? Potential betrayal, emotional distraught. Don't over ambitious and focus more on executions. So I have repeated so many times. So focus more on executing your plan this year. Don't piss off or offend women, or feminine, someone who could be more soft side. So basically it means that people who are more feminine, more passive, just don't trigger them, okay? Focus on moving ahead. So do not become a guarantor or avoid any legal document issues. So make sure, in case you have no other choice, you may need to sign some documentation, some legal documents. So make sure you get a third party or the Sun Nobleman or someone else who could help you to take a glimpse look into whatever you are getting yourself into. So those are the lists that you have to be avoid. And next is the to-do section. So remember, for those who are born with the Dragon Zodiac, the Rooster Zodiac is your best pal, your best friend. But the Rooster this year somehow are experiencing some clashes. It may make them feel they are also busy on their own. But however, if you have any emotional distraught or you're suppressing your sense of emotional trigger, well, the Rooster have the month emptiness, which they can help you to see things in a whole new different perspective, to actually help you to actually solve all your emotional distraught, okay? And you are also forming the 3 alliance together with the Monkey Zodiac and also the Red Zodiac. Well, the Monkey, despite having clashes in year 2022, they are still supported by a lot of auspicious stars. So nevertheless, if you have any idea, you just find those who are born with the Monkey Zodiac to help you to execute your plan. And also, you are also having the good connection with the Red Zodiac. Well, the Red Zodiac this year, as I have already written on, produced all the forecasts for the Red Zodiac, do check it out because the Red Zodiac have a lot of auspicious stars. So make sure you are able to tap into this group of people to help you out to get your plan executed out, and make sure this is the year where you really have to get all your plan ready. If you don't have, just go out and experience. Stage by stage, you will eventually discover what truly meaningful to you in year 2023. So overall, the Dragon Zodiac will make a very good comeback year. This year, you must really be willing to be more receptive, just like sponge, be willing to absorb all these positive insights which is coming to you. And also, I have also produced a lot of cheat sheets, guide and monthly forecasts for all the Zodiac in my channel. So do like and subscribe to my channel, and also visit my website. And recently I have also published a video on how you can read your own Bazi chart, the Chinese astrology chart, for free. And it's going to be more than an hour length. So make sure you do check it out to understand how you can actually understand your own self, understand what already in store for you, and how are you going to plan your year 2023. So that's all from me, Jonathan Lee from Renergy. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.